Hello and welcome to yet another live session from the team Spectrum Autism. I am Umayal Subramaniam, your host for the day, and I'm an early childhood educator, and I'm running a play school called Squirrels in Tanjavur. Today, I welcome you all to the show. The theme of this year in Spectrum Autism is coming together. So in that league, we are interviewing the young authors and the parents of Talking Fingers Volume 2. So Talking Fingers Volume 2 is Voices of 16 Indian Non-Speaking Autistics, a path-breaking book that has received amazing response. So this is the second volume of the book. So today we are here to meet Sahana and her mother, Mrs. Sridevi Singaravelan. Sahana is a young girl on the spectrum and is one of the co-authors of this book. Mrs. Sridevi is an educationist and entrepreneur from Chennai. She has done her MBA and she's also a trained classical singer. She's also a trained Montessori play school teacher and has worked in few schools, and she is a storyteller. Sahana loves music because of her classical singing. Sridevi believes that inclusiveness should start from the family and then it goes to the society. Sahana is a 13-year-old girl and she loves to write and try new dishes. Sahana is currently exploring Ava's app to communicate and has deep insights on life. She loves nature, she loves music, and she loves walking. Sridevi and Sahana, I welcome both of you to the show.
Hi, good morning, one and all. Thank you for the lovely welcome, Umayal. Thank you, Shivali ma'am. Thank you, all of you. This is Sridevi here, and this is Sahana. Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah. So, firstly, happy Holi for all of them throughout the world, celebrating the wonderful festival of colors and happiness. We start with that thing for the day. Thank you once again, Umayal, for giving us the opportunity to come over online. Thank you, Padma, for giving us the opportunity to be a part of Talking Fingers Volume 2 this year. So very grateful to a lot of people. I think throughout the journey, we can. I will be sharing about a lot of them to all of you.
So we'll first start with your journey.
Yes.
How Sahana was diagnosed and now how she's become a writer. So please share that inspiring journey to all our viewers.
Definitely. Before that, Sahana is a hyper child. So she's got very little sitting tolerance. I will like to put that point to the viewers. So she'll sit, she'll
Definitely.
go, venture everything, come back again, sit, go, venture around, come back again, sit. So that's about Sahana for all of you. She was very particular that she will sit in the interview. I mean, she wanted to be a part of the interview. That's why I thought I should make her also sit through the interview.
That's very nice of her.
Yeah, tell me, ma'am, sorry.
That's very nice of her to come and sit
Because she
throughout
was
the
very,
interview.
yeah, I wanted to do it on another working day or something. She said, no, I want to sit and see what you're answering, what you're talking. So I thought, like, why not start up with that? It's the first time I'm trying a live interview with her. So let's see how it goes.
Sure.
Yeah, so to start with her journey, in 2013, Sana was born in 2010. In 2013, when she was about 2.5, we had joined her in a play school called Dubai World Nursery because we were in Dubai. After even before, after I got married, we were in Dubai. Sahana was born in Chennai, but we eventually went off to Dubai after my delivery. So I wanted to join her in that play school, so we got the admission and joined her. On the first day of the school, the teacher said that I've been playing the xylophone and she's not responding to it. The other children are coming at the back of me while she is into herself. So does she have any hearing problem or something of that sort? So I was, me and my husband.
You hadn't noticed this.
No, we have noticed because we were very particular that she has to learn the mother language, Tamil. Because in abroad, what happens eventually, the children learn only English faster than their mother tongue. So we used to play a lot of Sun TV, Sun Music, Kalinga Music, all the music, Isaya Ruvi, all those music channels so that Sahana gets Tamil language more. And since
But
I'm a singer,
she used to listen to those music.
yes, she used to listen to all this music. She loves music probably because I sing, or probably because music is something that everybody loves. So that is, it was, so she, full day in our house, music used to go on, music, TV basically. So then, and her favorite was that time Surya. So when Surya songs come, Surya, Surya, she was speaking. The child was speaking few words here and there. She learned nanny from the school. So Surya, nanny, predominantly these words used to come. So I told the teacher, I don't think there's any issue because she's able to hear. We don't find that at home. But then I got very personal, very upset. So I came back home and I checked with her whether, does she respond to the name call. So Sahana used to respond and come back. Sahana used to come back and sit. And so I could see difference. But as the months went on, I felt Sahana started to cry, getting ready to school, or seeing the bus, or the concept itself. I didn't want to spend life was a youngster or something. Then we got a letter from the school stating that the school had a doctor. The doctor had checked up Sahana, and he wrote that she got ADHD. That time, those terms were very surprising. Now we've got used to it over the years. So, by ADHD, so we went to the pediatrician who we were consulting in Dubai. So he said, 2.5 years now is very less to find out. I don't think so. But we kept on getting a lot of letters to school. Sahana also was unhappy to get ready to go to school. So we thought she's very young, 2.5, 3 years, so not ready to go to school or whatever we wish.
So,
and
but she had parent separation anxiety.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Separation from you, that anxiety was there every day.
An anxiety issue, or because she's only seen both of us over there. What was the issue? Then we thought, why don't we get back to the doctor who wrote that she's got ADHD? We went back to him. He was in Sharjah. Joseph's clinic, Sharjah. So we went back to him and asked him what was the issue. So he said, she's got autism. You can't do much about it. And why do you think you're going for the second child? There was a negative talk from his end. Why take MRI, all those things. So I wasn't convinced with what he said. Probably because we are in a different country and what he was saying, we were unable to relate. So so me and my husband, we mutually decided to bring back Sahana to Chennai because Sahana was born in Chennai. Get back to her pediatrician here in Chennai at Malar Hospital here, Adayar. Him get his opinion and then we'll start. So I came back to Chennai with Sahana. He was there. My husband was there in Dubai. What was journey will be back of 2-3 months. Speech will pick up, everything will pick up. So we came here. We did the assessment with Sangeeta Madhuri, with Merv Center, with small carnations, hearing all those tests. Everything was fine. Only thing they said that she has to start OT and speech because she's a hyper child. And that time speech was there in Sahana. She was speaking words. When we say rhymes, she'll end up the rhymes. If we say 1 to 9, she'll say 10. Then when we ask her, she'll say mom. So it's not like that. But full sentences or whatever was missing. So that would strike us. I will definitely say at this month the child has to do this. At this month the child has to do it. But at that time, the milestone especially. That time we don't know whatever be the reasons. Anyways, what has happened. But we didn't. So then that's how the journey. So by the time we came here, Sahana got the liberation part. So when we came down to therapy, by 3, when we started our therapy, therapy center here in Adayar, had regressed. Whatever speech was there had gone, hand clapping, vocalizing, all those autism behaviors had settled. But then I did a few months. So that's when the journey actually started. So by 3 years, the journey started. I had brought Sahana down. The time I took her to the mall. Then she's writing, I'm okay now. She's writing, So then that's how it started. So I still remember when we came to the mall, when I took her to the mall, she's so hyper that I had lost track of her. She was running and I could not chase her. And 3 months of regulus OT here from September 2013 to December 2013. 3 months of OT, the hyperness had definitely reduced. So OT definitely does. I went back to Dubai thinking, why to be here? Why don't I try there? So I went there in January 2014. And I found a therapy center there called First Therapy Center, something like that.
Okay.
Very far off from my place. But still, we hired a taxi and went there. 1 hour, the fees was very expensive, but still we wanted to see whether we stay as a family.
Yeah.
And then because husband was there, I was here with Sahana in my mother's place here in Chennai for therapy. We don't know how long it will go because Sohans didn't want to give us a wrong impression. They said 3-4 months you give therapy to get over. 3-4 months, 3-4 months went on to so many years. We didn't know that time. So then there I found that they're very negative. They said you may not change, you may like this only. Such negativity I don't want to be. I thought it's okay. I'll come back to my motherland. I will see what best I can do to my child.
So Sahana wants to communicate something. No?
Yes, she says she's writing. Yes, she wants to say something. What do you say? She writes with my help holding her list. So I think the audience can see that. Oh, she's saying mother is telling correctly.
Oh, okay.
So that's what she's saying. So so that's how it's. So I came back. January 2014, I went to Dubai, tried that, didn't work out. Then the back to Chennai, went 2014 March, but then I found that the previous therapy center had closed. So then I started looking out for different therapy centers.
Okay.
So that's how the journey started 10 years back. Now 10 years later, we are here in front of you. So that's
and she's writing, and it is wonderful to see her sit with you.
So from 14, we went to different therapy centers, whoever suggested, whichever parents said. It's basically parents who has guided me. Wherever therapy centers, they used to say this place is good, go for speech. This place is good, go for OT. This place is good, go for special education. Like that, I went to different places. Then finally, she was going to 2-3 play schools. So those play schools said they can't help her because morning play school, evening OT. Morning play school, evening speech class, like that. So then
she was tired by the time in the evening.
Not tired, especially. Only thing in the play schools, they don't know how to handle these children. Honestly,
yes.
For them, admission is the main motive. I'm not telling wrongly about anybody, but the point was admission was their main thing. I didn't know for 3 hours what Sahana was doing from 9 to 12 there. But then after she came back there, I used to take her to OT. So then OT classes is when each parent used to give one opinion, go to this place, there they are doing good therapy.
And we have got a comment from Padma ma'am, and she says, Sahana, you are not just but you're a rock star and an inspiration.
A rock star and Padma. So these OT centers I went to, then I realized that she was almost 4 when I went to different centers. By 4.5, I realized a lot of aggression in her, unable to communicate, probably frustrations of going to morning play schools and then evening OT and speech. Amma is not leaving me even peacefully for 1 hour, taking me there, taking me here, taking me through Chennai, different modes of
And Chennai, the traffic is also there, and traveling time is also high for you.
Right. So, and each place is one place. So you catch an auto, you catch an Uber. That time Ola was very famous. I'm talking about 10 years back. Now only Uber, Rapido, so many options. So every time when Ola auto free or Ola cab you catch, then go from one place to another place. So then I think frustrations or too much of pressure on her or unable to speak, whatever be the reason, a lot of self-hitting and self-biting had developed by then. So then that's when I realized that there's no point taking her to play schools. So there was another senior parent named Jayanti, who's also another parent like us, like me especially. So she also had come down from Dubai for her son's thing. So she had explored many other places. So she told me about 2 sirs named Dhanapandian sir and Krishnamurthy sir from NIPMET, National Institute of People with Multiple Disabilities. They have they are teachers there. They have come out. They opened a new center called Sacheta Center in Palavakkam. They are behavioral rehabilitation therapists. So why you take Sahana to them? They can help with Sahana. By then, Sahana had joined a center in which this Jayanti was a center head. So she said, let her come to class here. You also go meet Dhanapandian sir and Krishnamurthy sir. They are the pioneers in this. They can help. So I must be extremely thankful to Jayanti for introducing me to Dhanapandian sir and Krishnamurthy sir on this day. Not only them, to many other places. So whichever place Sahana goes today, it's all because of my pioneer parent Jayanti. So
and we have 2 more comments now. Barnali Gupta ma'am says, loads of love and best wishes to you, Sahana.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So
Ratati Chaudhary ma'am says, Sahana, we are so proud of you.
Oh, Sahana, yeah, they're also proud of you. So
a lot of people are proud of you, Sahana.
So then, yeah, that's how it. So Dhanapandian sir, we went and met. So classes for Sahana started with Dhanapandian sir because he was analyzing her behaviors, why the self-hitting, why the self-biting, what is the frustrations, what is the child going through, what might be the issues. So 1 year of class with him, and then he had better commitments, so he had to move abroad. So then once he moved abroad is when Sahana came under Krishnamurthy sir's guidance. You can say that the Krishnamurthy sir's never accommodated. Because 1 year difference, suddenly one difference comes, it was very difficult for her to, settle.
For her to settle.
And then once she settled down, is when then the miracles happen. So, and Krishnamurthy sir is an amazing sir for almost all the children here in Chennai. Not in Chennai, he goes to many sessions to Coimbatore, to Madurai. Such a selfless person, a person who has solution for almost all your problem, and he'll come up with. He was the one who found out that Sahana can write with help. So if you can help her, she can help. Only thing that trust has to be got by Sahana from you. So initially, Sahana started writing with Krishnamurthy sir only. It was after a few years of classes with him. Then one fine day after a vacation, and went back to him. He said, "Sahana can write. Why don't you try?" So he made him. So in his class, one biggest plus point is a parent can sit inside and see what is happening. The other classes they are outside, so we don't know what is happening. We just assume that the child is learning, but actually, one says that make sure that you sit inside the class and understand and learn, so that you can teach a thing at home with your child. That is his main thing. Amma has to sit inside the class and see what is happening, so that you can go back home and train your child. And encourage us go to those classes.
So both mother and the teacher does it. The child learns.
Definitely. It's just like how 2 hands have to clap. When you clap, you need 2 hands. Like that, you need to
make a sound. You need 2 hands, and to make the child.
To make the child come. Also, a child has to have that confidence, that number of years of training, and that trust for it to, how do you say, come up one day. That's what I will say.
Definitely.
The most important fact is a lot of people talk about acceptance of our child like this. What is acceptance? Acceptance is when the mother realizes that a child cannot communicate like others, cannot speak like
Sahana
others.
wants to communicate something to us.
Cannot be like others. Cannot, you can't imagine, you can't compare a child with another child. All these, when a mother accepts, this is acceptance. So that comes to every mother over a period of time. It doesn't come overnight. Nobody will accept it overnight. It takes a course of time. And many people have been behind me to make me realize that in life. One mega mukyamana person is Krishnamurthy sir. Sir, you want to say something?
So let's see what Sahana wants to communicate to us.
She's saying, I am happy to be like this only.
Oh, okay.
I hope all of you are able to see. I'm happy to be like this only.
We are able to see.
So yeah, so then it's all for me as a therapy, so that's how it's made. Yeah.
So now tell us about Sahana, what she likes, what she dislikes, and how did you identify her talent in writing?
Sahana, you want to say something about yourself? Sahana is writing something, so let's see what's writing. No, you can't do that. Okay, she's written, I am liking nature and music.
Okay. Sahana likes nature and music.
Yeah.
So you like to go to the zoo? You like to go to the beach?
Zoo, I have taken her once or twice only. Once only, I think. Beach is something which is very regular because we stay near the beach. So that's the only nearest thing for me to take her to the beach. So when she was 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, whenever she used to get frustrated or something, I'll make her sit on the bike. And that time she was very short. So it was easier to say, make her sit in front of me, take her right to the bike on a whole straight road. We used to go to Besanaga beach, be there for till the sun sets, and then come back. So that's how the journey started. In all this journey, my husband was abroad and I was here with my mother's place. So a lot of frustrations, a lot of setbacks, a lot of failures, a lot of humiliations we both have faced in our journey. So that's a big thing. I will like to say it again before we, we can say many more things and then we can go on. Because there are many other parents, many other mothers like me, many other children like Sahana, who come down to India, who come down to different parts of India for the therapy where the fathers are abroad. So we have a reason why we are here. And the mockings we face because of that, it's all a huge thing. But yeah, now we'll speak about the likes and dislikes of Sahana. Like you said, she likes nature, she likes music, she likes to walk, she likes air, she likes water. So nature-based person, especially. So that's why we regularly take her to one to hill stations once a year. And then most importantly, she has a lot of gut issues, lot of stomach indigestion issues that she has been going through from a very young age, even till date. So any outside food, anything, her stomach gets upset. And then she'll write to me saying, I'm upset, I've got gut. And before she used to write, it used to be a lot of self-hating and self-hurting things. And that's when I thought I have to somehow make her communicate to avoid this thing. So in that way, I think this had helped me very much. He helped me make her write. So once I learned from him in the class, I come back home and start journaling. This COVID time was really helpful to make her write more, to make her communicate more, so that she can tell her happiness, sadness, emotions, feelings, pain, everything. So by holding her wrist, that time initially when she started to communicate, the word flow was less. Now
it's very fast.
As the child grows, as the child gets exposed to many things, as she learns from different places, I think she kind of tells me like a small example. Yesterday I made a pasta for her. I learned it from YouTube and made. So then she was seeing me making it. Then after I made it, I asked her, was it good? She said it was good, but very thick. And you made too much. That is the quality. I said, next time I'll not make because you're commenting so much. It's better I should not make. So yeah, so that's about her. And we both love food. So liking different types of food, vegetarian food. Because we don't know to make it, be Swiggy or Zomato it. So that's how it is. And then she likes music, so she's been the pioneer for me to do the Montessori course that I did. To train her, I wanted to, and also to keep myself occupied, to get away from all the depressions and things that the mother, especially because I wanted to do Montessori course, so I did my diploma in Montessori. I worked in the place where I studied. Then I worked in 2 play schools. And then music was a big break. Then Sahana was the one who told me, why don't you start singing? I think one of the questions also she written, my mother doesn't sing much. She sings very less. So then I thought I'd start singing. So she has been my inspiration for Montessori course. She has been the inspiration for me to come back and sing. And so we sing at home and she enjoys. So that's the thing about her.
Okay.
She's writing something.
Let's see what she's wanting to tell us.
Oh, can you see?
A little bit. Yes. Yes.
She says,
Singing.
yes, Amma sings well.
Amma sings well. Okay,
So,
Sahana. So
with
you
her,
got a stamp of approval from Sahana.
yeah, I know. When I practice before I go for some sessions, I'll say, I'll sing and I'll show to her. I'll say, is it good? She'll say, not good. Please sing better. Sarah, once you say it, I think well, because it's so bad. I mean, I've been practicing for such a long time. Give positive reviews always. But then I'll make sure that, even the storytelling session that I did sometime back with the Spectrum team, sometime back with the competition team, I first showed it to her. And I asked her, is it nice? Does it reach out to children like you? Then she said, yes. Then I said, okay. Once it gets an approval from her, then we can go. Because children will connect with children.
Yes.
So that connection, if it's good, then I can, connect it there.
So Mr. Gopinath Ramakrishnan says, way to go, Sahana and Sridevi. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sir. So yeah, that's about her likes, her dislikes. And yeah, once I started writing in COVID time is when I started taking pictures of it and posting it in Facebook, Instagram, and other social handles. And there's something called Scan Group here.
Okay.
Something called Scan Group. They have a Telegram app. They have connectivity throughout the world. Mr. Gopi and Mini of Scan Group, I can generally send to them because a lot of companies meet out singing. All those activities happen here in Besanagar, near our place. It's happening in Mitra Cafe and then now at Vidyasagar and Quest and other places after COVID. So once I was sending all these things to Gopi sir, he was the one who recommended our Sahana's name to Padma for Talking Fingers. So grateful to.
So that is my actually next question. How did Talking Fingers happen to you and Sahana?
So mainly Mr. Gopi and Mrs. Gopi, Mrs. Mini Gopi, they were the main people for Sahana's work to come up with Talking Fingers, to introducing us to Padma. I think the first volume itself, if I'm not wrong, Gopi sir had called me. It was, I think, during the COVID time. He said they might require, so will you be ready? I said, okay, sir, I'll ask Sahana. Eventually, I think the slots were full or I don't know what happened.
Yes.
Then I asked her, Sahana, separately, can you fight? That time Sahana was even young. When she was about 10 years or something, when COVID time. So, and then that time Sahana said, no, I will not. So then this time when Padma contacted me, and then Padma was on live and Sahana was sitting, and I asked her, Sahana, can we do? She said, okay. And then the questions were sent and answered, and we were done. And that's when, through Talking Fingers, I realized so many things about Sahana. There are so many thoughts inside them that have been reflected in the questions that Padma asked. And there are so many things that I didn't expect Sahana to write, the things that she wrote. Certain questions, even I didn't understand the meaning. Sahana understood the meaning and she wrote. I said, oh, this is the meaning. Even my English is not so much, I don't understand. Oh, is it so?
Her understanding of life is much more than what a child you would expect from a child.
Correct, very true, very true.
Her answers, that is what I understood.
Yes, very true. Probably because it's because of the child by birth itself is gifted. One point. Number two, husband was there and me and Sahana were here. She had seen me struggling individually, taking her to therapy centers, handling the pressures, handling so many things alone. And then in 2018, my husband got a job back to Bangalore. So we went and explored there in Bangalore. I could not find any good centers that could relate to what is happening here in Chennai. So again, we decided that for Sahana, he will be there and I will be here. And then thankful to COVID that work from home options was taken and my husband transferred back from Bangalore to Chennai. And that's when, since 2020, we are living as a family. So being away from the father, being away from family, like when we go to the beach and sit, me and Sahana during our 3.5, 4.5 years, I used to look around, see all of them as families and come. And then I used to wonder, are we doing the right thing by staying here for therapy? Is the right decision? We don't know where to go. Those dilemma stages of the early stages of the child and the mother. But then, yeah, thankful to God for giving us the energy and the support and the self-realization that we've come forward, introducing us to many good souls like Krishnamurti sir, Devi, Padma, you all. So that there is a reason behind everything. So, yeah.
So after this talking fingers has happened, how people around you view Sahana? Like from a perspective of them, she was an autistic child. Now she's an author. So how they view her?
Firstly, to view her as such, the child can communicate, the child can write with help, the child can do many things. That's come up now. Many people feel that these children, they just keep running, howling and running. They don't have spring tolerance. They are not birth like the other children. They cannot perform. They can't write competitive exams. They can't pass classes. That's the thinking that every other normal person in the society has. So that has been broken by these 16 and the previous 16, so totally 32. There are some more children that are out in the society. So they are the not the path makers, they are the path breakers for so many people's intention that these children will only howl and shout and run from here to there, or will simply only sit in a place. They have no scope of life, like how the doctor there in Dubai told me, nothing like that. Some negatively only they think. No, even if they howl, even if they shout, even if they run, when they have to communicate, when they have to speak their mind out, when they have to write a poem or story, they will write. Probably not like us sitting in one place writing papers after papers. At their own pace, they will write.
So they grow up in their own pace at their own.
So that this one big lesson, I think these 32 children have showed the society. That is what I will say as a change in what everybody thinks. So today, when I take Sahana out, they know that Sahana will write. Not everybody, at least 10% of the society is believing. I'm happy with that.
Okay.
So that's about
as a parent, what would you like to tell new parents with children on the spectrum?
Okay, one most important thing. Firstly, for the parents, new parents in the spectrum, and sorry. Thank you so much. Please, sir. So then, for the new parents in the spectrum and for the society as such, when a child is diagnosed, it's very, very difficult to accept. I 100% understand. I have gone through that, the depressions, the frustrations, the humiliations. Oh my God, the society that forces on you. You yourself will feel, am I doing the right thing or the wrong thing? There might be 1,001 people giving you suggestions. But what best you can take from that is what you need to take and analyze and make sure the child gets the best out of it. That's one thing that I would like to say. Another thing is people feel therapy centers will cause miracles. Therapy centers alone will not cause miracles. Like Krishnamurti sir said, if there is a therapy center allowing you to sit inside and know what the child is being taught is the best place where you yourself can learn and come home and teach that to the child. So, opt places like that. Try to study more about these children. Try to get knowledge from senior parents. Senior parents who have been in this field. See, when we started therapy centers, when we started Sahana's therapy in Chennai, probably there would have been 10 therapy centers. Today, every street has a therapy center. So you do not know which is good or which is bad. So get the opinions from senior parents. Get opinions from people who have gone to many therapies. Many parents, what they'll do, they'll get all the opinions, but they'll not do anything. You should not do that also. You should try and explore. All these first 3 months you do a therapy, you don't see any results, pull the child out. Don't waste your money, don't waste a number of years with the child, don't get into frustrations. If the child is frustrated, take up easier options and try to explore. Because today you have so many forums. Online, there are, like you people are all there. Online, there are so many things. When we started, there were nothing. Before us, there was simply nothing. 10 years, 11 years, even nothing. How do they have survived? So all this is required. And for the society, I will just request, because like I said in the story, the mother is the most important person to educate, your family, your society about these children. In almost every family, you have a child like this, not fully autistic, but mild, see some LD issues, some dyslexia issues, something like that. So it's the duty of the mother to educate the normal, typical child that these children are like this. You should not show faces. You should not get scared. You should try to mingle. Even if you don't try to mingle, don't mock it. Don't put them down. Why are you thinking that new parents are not taking their children out to the society, to a park or to a family get together or to a beach or something? It's because the society out there mocks these children big time. Like when I take her Saturday, I take her out. Sunday, I take her out to the beach to a walk. When I take the way you look at the child with that is very, very depressing. Each person has his own plus, has his own minus. Now, I cannot talk back at the person who is not good. Even that kind of person might not be good looking, short, stout, tall, lean, ugly. Are we criticizing on the counterpart like that? Yes, this is. So why are they criticizing us for no fault of this? That is one big point. When you go to the beach, the sound that comes from it, when I see staring at Sahana, one fine day, what I do is I stared back at that lady who was staring at Sahana. 2-3 times I stared back. Then she put her head down and went off. What you're doing to us is what gets back to you, right? At one day. So, to the society, that's that. Please don't do that. That's why many parents are not bringing their children out. This is the honest opinion why many children are not coming out of society. Because of the things that they do.
That is a very valid point, ma'am.
That is why many parents are not bringing many parents are not bringing the child out to any outing, family, relatives, function.
All the parents, new parents out there, please bring your child out. Please take them wherever you go, because the society, even if they stare at you, your child needs exposure. Your child needs to feel in with the society. So this is the book, Talking Fingers, Volume 2, which is available in Amazon. If you have not yet got the book, please head over to Amazon. The link is in the comment section. And now we are going to read Sahana's answers to 1 or 2 questions. So Sridevi ma'am will read out the answers Sahana has written, and I will read out the questions.
Okay.
So in the question number 12, how did people respond when you started to communicate? What would you like to tell skeptics, doubters on the way you communicate?
I'm reading out Sahana's answer here. I'm not interested to save the doubters as people who believe me know me. I'm not here to satisfy anybody. So for the response, Shankari Pati, her father's mother, Pati, Sheila Pati, my mother, Amma and Krishnamurti sir believe me. So like I'm saying, I'm not here to satisfy everybody. I'm communicating in some way. That is important. Others don't. See to help them. Don't mock me.
That is a very deep and thoughtful answer from Sahana. And one other question is from the chapter 9. When you're having a bad day, what are the words you say yourself to uplift your spirit?
This is Sahana's answer here for the question. I'm only having a bad day when I'm not happy. So each bad day is not going to be there forever. It's going to be a phase. So try to be happy. I am telling this as my words of happiness and uplift my day.
So that's a beautiful answer, Sahana. Everything is a phase. And you have deep understanding about life. And I'm amazed at that. So thank you so much, Sridevi ma'am and Sahana, for this wonderful talk that you have shared. And your journey has been an inspiration to many new parents. And I hope that they'll be able to find strength and inspiration from your journey. And
thank you so much.
I request all of our audience to take the inclusivity pledge if you have not yet done so. It takes a few seconds. I take the pledge to be inclusive and accept the unique. Is the pledge you have to take. So please send us a video of yourself telling this. And Sahana wants to have something. Sahana does have something to say. Let's see what she wants to say.
She's written here that I am happy to be here.
Oh, thank you, Sahana. We are happy to have you here.
Thank you
we are
so
very
much
glad.
for both of us an opportunity. Thank you, Padma. Thank you, Spectrum team, Shivali and the team. Thank you, Gopi sir. Thank you, Krishnamurthy sir. And thank you so much for all the other viewers who are seeing this, so that you can encourage and support many more parents of children like us. And for the neurotypical mothers, please educate your children as they are the next generation, and so that the world can be a wonderful place of acceptance and love if you have the humanity spread across. Thank you so much once again.
So if you see anyone with a disability or whether it's visible or invisible, please give them a smile, give them a hand, and give them a chance. With this closing remarks, I'm signing off. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.